Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Yo, so it's only a few reasons why they would be restructuring Zach Ertz to save this $5 million. There's only one or two reasons. Now, Howie Roseman has gained the trust of these players. This is like, I don't even want to begin to count how many times Howie Roseman has restructured a solidified player's contract. Zach Ertz being the latest. Jason Peters was restructured. Who else was restructured? It's been a lot of restructuring. Dudes have done what they're supposed to do to make sure people get paid. Like one of the offensive linemen last year, I think Lane Johnson, they restructured Lane Johnson. So, no, was it Lane Johnson? One of the offensive linemen got restructured so Nick Foles could get a bonus, and they felt like the Super Bowl MVP deserved the bonus. Like, it's a brotherhood in that locker room. So dudes aren't necessarily taking pay cuts, but they're taking more money now or less money now to get more money later in the contract. They're still going to get their money. It's just being restructured. And a lot of teams don't really do that. For some reason, I haven't seen a lot of teams restructuring contracts in order to keep a core around. But the Philadelphia Eagles are doing it. The Philadelphia Eagles are doing it. We haven't been hasty. We haven't just jumped to, you know, we got to pay this one player this big money, and then you got to worry about everybody else in the end. That's kind of backwards. A lot of organizations are doing things like that, and they have question marks. Well, how are you going to pay this player? How are you going to play that player? We don't have those question marks. We don't have those question marks. Hopefully, if Jordan Howard performs the way I know he's going to perform, then Jordan Howard is going to get paid. But it looks like this restructuring is for one or two reasons. The first reason being that they're looking at grabbing a marquee free agent who demands somewhere around $5 million to play. And the only person I can think of is Ndamukong Suh. I've been talking about Ndamukong Suh for a while and how I think he'll be a great fit, complimenting Fletcher Cox, complimenting Malik Jackson, just making that defensive line exactly what it's supposed to be. I've been talking about that for a while. Nobody's talking about Ndamukong Suh. He's 32 years old. He'll definitely be on like a 1 or 2 year deal. If the Philadelphia Eagles were smart, they would try to get some money together so they can keep Ndamukong Suh for the next 2 years. I think it'll be a great fit for the Philadelphia Eagles, period. Now, the last reason would be Carson Wentz is about to get paid. Carson Wentz getting paid makes more sense, but you got to kind of be real with yourself. Is it too early to pay him? I've seen enough to notice that greatness is down the pipe for Carson Wentz. I've seen enough to know that Carson Wentz will go down as a top 3 Eagles quarterback of all time. Will go down as a top 3 Eagles quarterback of all time. Nick Foles being number one. Nick Foles being one of those top 3 quarterbacks already, in my opinion. But that's another story. Carson Wentz, is it good to get him out the way now? Yeah, because if he performs lights out, he's going to be he's going to be put in a certain bracket to where he should be getting Aaron Rodgers type money if he performs lights out. If you pay him money right now for performing lights out, and we have an injury-riddled season by Carson Wentz, did we waste our money? You know what I mean? The Philadelphia Eagles already came out and said that they are looking to draft a quarterback every 2 years. Well, Carson Wentz is in his 2nd year. Are you planning on making sure that he has a reliable backup because we don't really trust his health? Now, quarterbacks get hurt. Tom Brady missed time before. Peyton Manning has missed time before. Aaron Rodgers has missed time before. Quarterback is a very dangerous position. A very dangerous position. You're relying on other grown men to make sure other grown men don't get after you and tackle you and put you on the ground. It's a very dangerous position. A lot has to be learned from Carson Wentz. Me personally, I need to see a few things from Carson Wentz before he gets big money. He's deserving of money. He's deserving of money. I need to see more of him, though. I need to see, because I think Carson Wentz has big money potential. I think Carson Wentz has shown big money potential, but I just need to see more. Like once a team pays you the kind of money that I believe Carson Wentz is going to end up getting, you are an investment for that team. So if you're just out there being reckless and not taking care of your body and not making yourself available for your team and available for your teammates, then in a sense, it's a waste of money. It's a bad investment. You have to do your part to get this money. You have to be here to play for this money, and you have to show that you can protect your body. You can protect the asset. That's the point. That's the point when it comes to these big contracts. Like Le'Veon Bell is an asset now for the New York Jets. I'm sorry. Le'Veon Bell is now an investment for the New York Jets. They expect to get a return on their investment. They expect to get big numbers out of Le'Veon Bell. They expect Le'Veon Bell to be durable. The same with Carson Wentz. We expect Carson Wentz to be durable. We expect Carson Wentz to earn every penny. We expect Carson Wentz to deliver us a championship. That's what this money is for. We expect him to deliver us multiple championships. That's easier said than done, but he has to deliver a championship. He has to deliver a championship. And that's what this money is for. You know what I mean? The last time somebody got paid the way Carson Wentz is about to get paid as a Philadelphia Eagles quarterback was Donovan McNabb. Although Donovan McNabb didn't deliver us a championship, but he got us, like just think about the Philadelphia Eagles history from the year 2000 on. We ain't even got to go that far back. We can go from the year 2000 on, from Y2K on. Let's just think about it. Multiple playoff wins. 6 NFC championship appearances, 5 by McNabb, I believe. 2 Super Bowls, 2 Super Bowl appearances, 1 by McNabb. I mean, McNabb earned his money. He earned his money. We were a team without a franchise. We were a team who hasn't been to the Super Bowl since the 80s before we drafted McNabb and the John Madden era. We were a team that was just, floating around. We were a team that was just floating around. We didn't have the credentials that everybody say you must have, because once the championship era ended and it was all about Super Bowls, they discarded championships. They discarded championships. But if you count the championships with our Super Bowl win, we got 4. You know what I mean? They discarded that a while ago, but, hey, it is what it is. So we've won in both eras, and McNabb is in part large of that, man. McNabb has helped shift the culture. McNabb was a quarterback that the NFL hasn't seen. You know what I mean? McNabb shifted the culture. McNabb gave Philadelphia Eagles fans my age a taste of winning. T.O. McNabb, Corey Simon, and all those guys, Asante Samuel. We had a taste of winning, and it made us hungry, and it prepared us for the joy that was soon to come, which came in Super Bowl 52. So from 2000 till now, the Eagles have been a very good football team. A very good football team. 2 Super Bowl appearances. You know what I mean? Very good football team. From 2000 to now, the Giants also got 2 Super Bowl appearances, but the Giants have won both meetings. The Giants have won both meetings. So you know what I mean? It's hard to argue with this success. It's hard to argue with the success. Since 2000, the Philadelphia Eagles have been arguably the second best team in the NFC East. The second best team in the NFC East. I mean, a lot of people like to talk about this rivalry thing between the Eagles and the Cowboys, but really it should be a rivalry between the Eagles and the Giants. I mean, since the year 2000, there's been 3 Super Bowls won by the NFC East, 2 by the Giants, 1 by the Eagles. The Redskins and the Cowboys have honestly just been non-existent. They've been non-existent. So I can understand the frustration for New York Giants football fans, because they've had a taste of winning 2 Super Bowls within an 11-year span, which is awesome, which doesn't really happen a lot. And, some of them are like, all right, well, at least we won Super Bowls. But some of them are like, let's get back to that. Let's get back to that. And it's true, man. Once you won your first Super Bowl, you're just chasing that nut, man. You're just chasing that second one, man. You finally get a taste, and you just chasing the second one. And the second one will be glorious for us. And I believe that this contract that may be down the pipe coming for Carson Wentz is, I believe it's real, and I believe it's coming. Simply because the restructuring of marquee players, the restructuring of Zach Ertz. We already had cap money. Like, you know what I mean? We could already pick somebody up, to my knowledge. So why would we jump to this opportunity to pick to restructure Zach Ertz right now? They're thinking about getting Carson Wentz out of the way. They're thinking about getting Carson Wentz out of the way, and I can understand why they're doing that. Football is a very petty sport, especially in between division rivals. They see that the Dallas Cowboys signed Lawrence, and the fact that they signed Lawrence and they neglected to, extend Zeke or Dak first, and they already said Dak was going to have to take a hometown discount. They're going to do it. I feel like what they're doing is, hey, we're not going to treat our franchise quarterback the way anybody else is treating their franchise quarterback. We're going to pay him now because we believe in him now. And I don't think that, I just honestly don't disagree with it. I just want to see more out of Carson. So, we'll see what happens with the restructuring, man.